Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, November 3, 2023, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a reverse aging health call tonight, covering the body. It's really important that we stay in these bodies until the CC is made available. There's no way to freedom. A way means you have to start from somewhere and arrive somewhere. This is the deception of the mind. You don't have to go anywhere to find freedom. Forget about finding your way. You are already that which you are seeking, Papaji. You are the freedom. You don't find it. Freedom's within you. We've been taught that the freedom is outside of us. It isn't. Most people have spent lifetimes seeking, yearning, and hoping for that special something to manifest before they can truly relax and be happy. You ever done that? You ever waited and waited? And, I'm not going to be happy until this happens. They feel that some unique experience has to happen first in order to find real inner peace, to feel deeply loved, be emotionally whole and healed, be spiritually free, financially abundant, or exquisitely happy on the inside. This deep, unconscious belief is causing all of humanity to suffer every day. We have all completely forgotten how to rest, how to look deep inside and feel into the roots of our deeper spirituality and consciousness that is beneath the mind. The mind exists because of one thing: desire. We have a long list of desires inside. Without these desires, there is no mind. Try it out. See for yourself. You'll see how even your own mind has become obsessed and addicted to searching and seeking for your own personal thing that will make your life even more perfect than it is. The mind is the ultimate seducer, and it will make you think that when you put in a lot of hard work and effort, then one day you will be done and arrive at the grand destination. Perhaps your mind believes happiness will come in the form of financial freedom, the ultimate lover, a perfect relationship, that winning lottery ticket, your dream vacation, better home, your ideal body or spiritual enlightenment. Whatever the mind is desiring, it thinks that once you achieve that desire and arrive, then its job is finished. The reality is, it is happy for a few moments, and then mysteriously it starts wanting something else. The mind is so used to wanting and feeding from the fire of desire that it doesn't know any other route to find happiness. The truth is there is no need, no end to this spiritual journey, and as long as the mind is in charge, we will never find inner peace. Isn't that interesting? As long as our mind is in charge, we will never find inner peace. Happiness is freedom from the desiring mind. The mind is a skilled, slippery con artist who is constantly keeping us away from happiness. It is working all the time like a desiring machine, which only knows three things: wanting, wanting, and more wanting. It's super ironic that the mind is constantly searching for something that'll cause it to stop searching. Deep down, it truly wants to be satisfied, yet it doesn't realize how simple it is. It would be deeply embarrassed to find out that all its years of constant wishing, hoping, and trying to satisfy itself is what's responsible for every experience of being unfulfilled. The mind is totally unaware that when all wanting stops, deep fulfillment instantly comes in. Have you ever been in that place where you want nothing and lack nothing? You ever been in that space where you're not desiring anything, okay, and you aren't wanting anything? And you feel this calmness, this peacefulness, and you aren't engaging with anything. You know, thoughts that come rolling in, you just let them pass by. Now, if you find yourself constantly entangled in a web of never-ending desires throughout the day, you simply become a desire addict. There's just been a little habit installed in your software that causes you to love wanting things all day long. This is just a temporary phase on the path to enlightenment. You can unplug from this mindset without therapy or drugs. It is possible. This takes a bigger burning desire than what's on your list of desires. A super burning, hot, flaming desire to be free from all your desires. Can you imagine that? You have to deeply want to find that which satisfies your soul and liberates you from the desire trap forever. You let yourself burn up in this one desire, and you'll soon be finding a feeling of real peace that soothes your soul all life long. I want to make something very clear here. The energy of desires is not a bad thing. It just creates a false sensation that we're lacking something. The truth is, we are not lacking anything. We have everything we need within us. Sure, we may want to pay our bills, clothe our body, feed our family, yet these are healthy incentives which get us out of the house to greet the world each morning with our gifts and talents. The challenge problem here is not desire, yet our attachment to it. When desire becomes the main juicy carrot that drives our entire purpose for being here on earth, then the experience of suffering takes over our life. When desire is blinding us from relaxing into ourselves, realizing our real spiritual essence, helping us to know how deeply connected we are to the divine, then it is enslaving us instead of serving us. When we make our list of outer desires more important than diving deep into our soul, it is distracting us. It's causing us to suffer. This life is about learning the art of letting go, how to trust in the releasing process, and feel our soul will carry us on and on forever. We must choose to get to know exactly who we are if we're ever to conquer desire and be free. When in a cinema show, theater, you can see pictures only in very dim light or darkness, right? When all the lights are switched on, the picture all disappear. So also it is when in the floodlight of the Supreme Self, all objects and desires disappear. Ramana Maharishi. My invitation for everyone in this lifetime is to discover that special something that completely liberates us no matter what is going on in our mind. Realize this special something is always within you. And it can instantly transport you beyond all the pain, agony, and suffering that is being created by your mind. It's that one special thing that you can always rely on, no matter what. That will always bring you freedom, a feeling of bliss, and deep satisfaction inside. If you are all ready, right, if you are ready to know the great secret to always remaining satisfied with your life, then take one large step back from your list of desires and take one small step into your heart right now. How to step into your heart? Imagine that it's happening. However you visualize it is the right way that will work for you. You could simply place all your focus and attention on your physical beating heart right now, feeling a deep gratitude for its service to your life, and practice growing stronger in this thankful feeling all day long. You could also breathe into your heart, imagining it as opening up like a flower, spreading its petals to the warm, shining sun. The key to this heart-centering exercise is simply awareness. Be aware of when you're lost in the mind and its list of desires. Whenever you catch yourself getting sucked into the head, gently, without guilt, bring your energy back into the heart. This is what happens to all of us. You can be in meditation, focused on the breath, listening to the space between heartbeats, totally relaxed in a fixed position, and then you wander off. Right? You see that then you wander off, it's not a big deal. So I'll just focus on the now. I'll focus on my breath. And it'll bring you right back into the now. There's one question, right, that you can ask yourself through the heart mind. What do you want more than anything else in this life? One very important secret on this path to enlightenment is not to try stopping, the desires from forming in your mind, as this would be counterproductive to life. Your desires are already there, have been naturally changing and growing with you since you were a baby. They have a life of their own. And until they are satisfied or liberated, they will remain there pulling at you. So I simply invite you to take a step back from your mind and notice your relationship with your desires. Watch it very closely, intimately, and notice what, honestly, is your mind really, truly desiring. If you were given one magic wish, one, that would be guaranteed to come true tonight, what would that be? What would it be? The answer you find will reveal what is the real purpose of your life and a root reason why you are here. What is the greatest experience you are after in your life? Is it possible that we can create a feeling that we are arriving there right now? Be open. It might be something we can give ourselves instantly, instead of running for years after the carrot on the stick. Be aware, be aware who is in charge of the relationship you have with your mind. Notice what answers you come up with and don't form any judgment whatsoever. This invitation for you to find freedom from the desiring mind is very life-challenging and a radical task. It is perhaps the most radical and challenging experience we will ever take on in our entire life. Yet, try it out. Just for the next 24 hours. See if you can step back 1 inch from this desiring mind. Call off your horizontal search for happiness and start resting and relaxing into this peaceful, fulfilled, desireless, vertical reality. This means fully being present to the moment. Watching each of your desires rise and fall away. Just for one day, stop the addiction to desire, to the things of this physical world. Rest in your vast spiritual essence. Be free from the mind. Be present to that energy, consciousness, and soul of which we all truly are. Outwardness of the mind is suffering. Inwardness is happiness, Ramon Maharishi. It's so ironic and healing at the same time. Yet when we release our attachment to fulfilling our desires, somehow, in some way, our desires magically manifest for us. Isn't that interesting? Have you ever experienced that? When you genuinely let go of something, right? You're not giving up on it. You're just letting go of it. It comes to you, presents itself to you, flawlessly, most likely better than what you had intended. We're uptight, okay? When you're uptight, you grab onto things tighter, you stress, you bunch your shoulders. We do many things. And it doesn't mean we're aware of them. But when we relax ourselves, our bodies, really, truly, without any, just naturally, that's when we become receptive for our desire to fall into our hands. Whatever we want in this life really does want us. The moment we relax into our true spiritual nature, step away from the spinning wheels in our head, we instantly start being the super powerful manifesting magnets we truly are. The only thing that happens is that because of our programming, we gravitate towards stopping the flow. It's not like we're doing that on purpose either. But we stop the flow of abundance and we block the abundance from getting to us. Isn't that amazing? And this is what happens to so many. We cannot escape from the gravity of universal laws. And the number one law here is whatever we place our attention on, I could say this 1 billion times, whatever we place our attention on is what we manifest. It's as simple as that. By allowing our mind to remain addicted and attached to longing for desires, we're simply thinking about what we don't have, right? And manifest more lack and not having. This is the majority of the people on the planet. When we relax and focus on our spiritual nature, that which permanently satisfies our soul, we become a magnet and start manifesting what we really want instantly. By simply resting in the simple, soft, sweet essence of our being, we open 10,000 doors that will all take us home. Now, most of us, if not all of us, most likely were taught to believe in the myth that in order to be someone amazing, we have to do something equally amazing. Truth is that we don't have to do anything to tap into feeling our divine nature an infinite spiritual essence. By intimately knowing this is our true slate every day, the old incessant desiring habit will drop on its own accord. Just stop over-identifying with the desires in your mind. Redirect your attention to the heart, into that which is desireless. And you'll naturally discover the divine, all-powerful, manifesting intelligence already exists within you as you. When you finally relax every part of your being, you naturally discover the enlightened being who you truly are. You realize you are already tapped into an infinite creative source of love, joy, and energy. You are already that special something which you've been longing to become your entire life. So you can really, truly, we can all call off the search right now. You are the perfect shining light, which not only makes the existence of God's kingdom possible, but also allows it to be seen as some wonderful heaven. You, from Maharishi. There is something extremely magical happening right now, in this very moment of your life. Now, you may not be aware of it, or care to take notice, yet it is here, and it continues to go on, being magical all the time. It happens so frequently that it can seem normal, obvious, and typical, which is why we might tend to overlook it every day. Yet truly, this magical thing is more amazing than the mind can fully believe or comprehend. This miraculous thing I'm talking about is your life, and it is happening inside of you, through you, to you, and for you right now. There is a perpetual creation of the experience of you occurring just for you to enjoy you. There's not much you can do about it. The best thing to do is to just let go and completely surrender yourself to the experience. On a physical level, there are millions of miniature life-giving processes happening inside your body right now. There are energies that are keeping your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your hair growing, your teeth from decaying, and allowing your heart to relax and sleep tonight. Your diaphragm is pulling in a continual flow of oxygenating energy into your lungs, while your body is pumping blood to trillions of cells, lovingly transporting the great river of life-giving energy to every cell throughout your body. In this moment, as you're sitting right now, listening to this guidance, billions of brain cells are being engaged in understanding these concepts. It is only in this now moment that we can find this miraculous experience called life and discover where it is coming from. When we stop to appreciate all of the wonderful things that are occurring in our life, this highly sensitive extrasensory perception begins opening within us. We begin feeling and sensing the divinity that is behind every breath and heartbeat. This sweet sensitivity increases to the point where we can feel the vibrant matrix of intelligence that is weaving itself through all thoughts and things. It's amazing what a little appreciation for life can open up in you. When we start to be grateful for all the little things that we usually take for granted, we can begin to see, smell, taste and hear the deeper meaning of our existence. It becomes possible to actually know on a spiritual level why we are here and what is the true meaning of our life. We see that everything that is happening around us is actually a miracle because we realize that all of us, you, also are a miracle. I got a long time ago. I was out taking my mom shopping, went to Sam's. There's this big bin as you come in the door. It's around the holidays. And in the big bin, I don't know why I was drawn to it. I like the sparkles and I like sparkly things. And so I saw two statements. They were carved out of wood and they were dipped in glitter, the best way I could describe it. Gold glitter. One said, Happy Holidays. The other one said, Believe in miracles. And I have had that for 20 years, and I hang it wherever I am. It's a reaffirmation to remind me of the divinity that is behind every breath and heartbeat. And the sensitivity increases to the point where we can feel the vibrant matrix of intelligence that is weaving itself through all thoughts and things. It's amazing what a little appreciation for this life can open up in all of us. It really is. And whenever, people have asked, do you ever get depressed? Oh, I used to. Yeah, obviously, we all do. But not anymore. I don't go there, and when I find it coming on, I choose not to interact with it. What I do is I focus on what I'm grateful for. I do this all day long. Now it's at the point where it just comes in. I just will just automatically go into a state of stare, is what I call it, or meditative. And I start saying how deeply grateful I am for the very moment I'm in. No matter what's going on. This truly moves us in a whole different understanding about who and what we are. You see that everything that is happening around us is actually a miracle because we realize that we are all so a miracle. Perhaps one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is the experience of conscious awareness. We can watch the mind think, perceive, and make up all sorts of explanations about ourselves and our life. We can see that when we make the slightest, most subtle shift in our perception of reality, our entire attitude and exploration of life changes. Our body responds differently to stimuli that it once believed was threatening. And we find an entirely new reason for being alive. The mind is the greatest inventor of lies. It never actually sees the truth in all its perfection. It can only see fragments of the truth, catch glimpses of it here and there, and try to capture it with some fixed yet random creative expression. It is always making up stories about other people, the world, ourselves, and the way that life is. It makes these enormous, glorious assumptions to courageously capture the truth and fit it into a beautiful box that others can appreciate and praise. Yet, the truth is too big for the mind to contain. The truth is everything in this universe that is here now. The mind can only hold on to two things. Only hold on to two things. The past and the future. Yesterday and tomorrow. The mind cannot just be here now in the present. The moment the mind completely surrenders into the burning fire of the now, all grasping disappears, and all of our suffering created by the mind is gone. The singer exists only in singing. The walker exists only in walking. So is the ego. The ego exists only in clinging, in possessing things, in dominating things. When there is no domination, no desire to dominate, no desire to cling, no desire to possess, the ego starts evaporating. Okay. Now, it's a choice for all of us. If we wish to experience the truly miraculous being that we are and get a real taste of the amazing life that is ours to enjoy, we must choose to drop the mind. We must choose to give it up completely and let go of all the clinging to its righteous beliefs and ways of thinking. That is the only way to be truly alive. Otherwise, we're just living in tomorrow or yesterday, missing out on this wondrous moment of life. The true you can only be found here, in this now moment. And one day, as we all know, the body and mind will be gone, which is why this experience of our life is so very precious. And our life is so precious. Take the time today to truly enjoy you being here, right now, and totally alive. How often do you appreciate the opportunity to have just to experience what it is like to be alive? This appreciation is your ticket to freedom. It is the main vehicle for liberating ourselves from the mind and its many prisons. To see, feel, and smell the divinity within all things, we must choose to drop all attachment to the mind and its entanglements. Just choose to merge with it. Find peace with the mind within you. Just imagine that you are the sun, and the mind is a small, hard comet heading towards you, about to get burned up in the sun's sacred fire. So my invitation for you right now is enormous. Stop trying to get anywhere. Just drop the mind and see how much you can really enjoy this day that you are still alive. In this very moment, you are still here. Who knows about the next moment? Remember this. Choose to do everything you can to be radically alive. And my request here is not that you try and push yourself further into your known list of sensory pleasures, mental distractions, or physical addictions. I'm challenging you to go deeper into your aliveness, your spiritual nature, and find a deeper, more authentic joy inside of you, one that contains a deep healing relaxation within it. I want you to find the peace that is within your soul. It is here now and will help you transcend every hidden anxiety and self-sabotaging behavior you have had. I want you to become so alive, so vibrating with life, that you suddenly realize that you cannot hold on to all your worries and fears, that they are no longer your priority. Imagine, how would it feel to be so relaxed and excited about your life, living in this magical body-mind vehicle you are in, that you forget all insecurity and fear? What if the main mission of your life was to do this? What if finding absolute unending joy was as simple as being fully here now, welcoming this sacred moment and whatever the experience is giving you? What if the goal of your life was to cherish yourself in each precious moment, as if this was the first or last moment of your life? How would you live this day differently if this was your truth? I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out from the mouth. Remain still. Be one with everything. There's nothing greater than the feeling of oneness. Sacred experience is found through honoring and merging with every thought and feeling that arises. Divine unification is what manifests into total bliss and freedom. Merge, nurture, and heal your soul. Take this with you for the rest of the day and the evening and night, the following morning. We will return here tonight at around 9 p.m. Eastern to continue our reverse aging health call. And Saturday, November 4, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest. Eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on within or outside of you.